is Jasmine. I am here to show you how I did the balloon columns, like the ones you saw in the beginning of the video. So let me show you the materials that you will need. First off, you will need the balloons. And this is the brand that I got, and I got this one off Amazon. You will also need the ribbon. And I also got this on Amazon, but you could always find the balloons in this at your local dollar store or your local Party City store. And I used this pump on Amazon. But this pump came with, you see in the back of the stick holder, balloon stick holder? Yeah, it came 16 in a pack with this pump. I thought this was cute. All right, so I was quoting around, but then I was like, I don't know if I really want to spend that much money. And so I was like, you know what, forget it. I decided to do it on my own. I went on YouTube on Thursday to figure out how to do it. So I found some videos. They were clear videos, very helpful, by the way. But I was still kind of like confused and kind of like stuck in some parts. So for example, how do I know what size balloons, how do I know how big the balloons have to be? So then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna try to do it on my own and figure it out. And that's what I did. So I started pumping, and I realized that some balloons were bigger than the other. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start counting the pumps. So that's what I did. I started counting the pumps. So let me show you. When you pump, you know, you go like this. This is one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. All right. You see this balloon here? Let me see if I could just back up. You see this balloon? That's 37 pumps. You see how it has that little bump? I don't know if you can tell, but in the bottom it has like a little shape where it narrows down here. We don't really want it to be this big like that because it might pop as you're trying to wrap around. You kind of want the balloon to be more like this, and I'm going to let the air out. Okay. And the little shape in the bottom is decreasing and it's looking more round. So you want it to look more round. Can you see the difference? It's more round, you see? So you want it to be more round, and it will be easier for you to tie it, okay? So that is one of the things I've learned throughout my own experience. So I'm gonna show you what worked for me. I'm not a professional. It was my first time ever doing it, and I'm just so proud of how it turned out. I really love it. These are all the balloons I have. I don't have enough to do a whole column. We'll show you how to stack at least, I think we could do 2 or 3 levels, okay? So let's get started. So this is a 10-inch balloon, and I'm gonna start pumping, okay? You're gonna start pumping. The first pump is gonna be going outward. So when you push forward, that's gonna be first pump. This is not your first pump as you pull. So 30 pumps, 10-inch balloons, 30 pumps. You will need 3 more because you need to have 4, okay? Now it's time to tie it together. You're gonna meet in the middle, okay? You wanna flip it to tie it like that, like this. Tie it like that, okay? Tied. That's one set of 4. Again, you want to put it together, meet in the middle. By the way, I forgot to mention that you see how the pink and the purple are together and the yellow and the green are together. We want these colors to be across from each other, not next to each other. So like this, okay, like that, like that, like this, okay? I didn't do it in the other one, but you can always go back and fix it. So you want it to be like this, all right? They're both all locked here together. Now I'm going to show you what you have to do to stack them. But before I do that, I want to mention that, you know, some people use the sticks, the wooden post that some people make their own post, but you can use this. What did I do? You get 2 balloons, fill them up with water so you can make these as weight, okay? Or you can use, I don't know, if you have a rock, a stone, tie it up, whatever works for you, you can do it. Like I said, some people make their own post. I didn't have to do all that. And if I ever do want to do this again, this works for me perfectly fine. Get this as long as possible, double the size of the column that you're going to want, because keep in mind, this is what you're going to also use to tie up the balloons up together, okay? I'm going to stand up now. So I want to show you real quick. This is the one that I did on Friday night, and it's still standing, and I just love it. Look at it. So here I have the 2 water balloon weights that I was telling you about, okay? Then we're going to tie it up, okay? And then we will use the ribbon to tie it.
Okay, so here's one, right? And then we're gonna put it on there like this, okay? Slide it in there, and look, can you see? Okay, then we'll tie it, okay? Tie it around, okay? If you want an extra support, you go around and tie it, okay? So it's supposed to hold it down, okay? Now, you're gonna get the other level. You don't want to stack the blue on blue, okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do the green on green. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is put it in between each color. So you see? It's not exactly on it. You know how purple is, so you have to go like this, in between each color. But still, so then the next blue one will come here. It's not going to be on top, but it will come here. So it's going to be like this, and the next one's going to be like this, and it's going to continue going around and around and around, okay? And that's how you're going to get the swirl effect with the columns, just like you got, okay? Then you're going to get the balloon, the streamer, the ribbon, and you do the same thing. I wish I had more balloons to show you how it really turns out, but you see, you get the point, right? Just tie it up, and just be careful you do it extremely, extremely tight, because you don't want it to pop, because it happened to me, it popped, and so that's why you don't want to go too tight. And then, once you get the top part tied, I always like to secure it one more time and start back in the bottom, and then work my way up. Do the same thing, start back in the bottom from a different angle, and then work my way up. Like that. Okay? And you can, tug it so you get tight. There you go. And I'm already feeling it. You see, you can even see how, look. You see? Look at that. It's already looking nice and neat. Look at that. I love it. I wish I had more balloons. But yeah, so this is how you get, you see the weight? You see how it's weighing it down? And if you're going to be doing this outside, you can go ahead and create the post. But if you're doing it for inside decoration like my home, this works just fine.
But this is how you do it. Look at that. You see? It's supporting, it's holding with the 2 water balloons. It works perfectly fine. This is the way it worked for me. Again, I love the way it turned out. As you can see in the picture, it turned out perfectly fine. Comment down below, let me know what you thought about the video. I'll put in the bottom a link to where I got my supplies from. I will try to post more DIY videos for you. And just FYI, I did this tie-dye shirt as well, and which was also part of my daughter's birthday theme. And I'll be posting a picture at the end of the video on how all the shirts turned out. So yeah, this is the video for how to do the balloon columns on your own, okay? And I hope you like the video. Bye-bye.